Here is your chance to win a signed Bruno Fernandes shirt. Yes, you heard me, a signed Bruno Fernandes shirt. To enter, just subscribe to the United Hour YouTube channel, like the most recent video on the channel, and comment. One Love United. Remember, each video you like and comment on counts as an entry. You can enter as many times as you wish. The winner will be announced on the 25th of March 2022. One love. You must be subscribed to be eligible to win. One love. Yes, people, we are here and we are going to be doing the One Love United draw where you can win a signed Bruno Fernandes shirt. In the house with me, we got the man Greg B. And down there in Miami, or I should say up there from here in Trinidad, is the man Devin. Gentlemen, how you doing today?
Hi, good night. Not bad at all. Excited to give this shirt away now. Somebody's been real happy.
Man. Yeah.
I'm pretty envious of the person who's about to win this shirt. Let's be real.
Yeah, well, I am too. I am too. But I mean, we can't have a show and not talk about what is going on with Manchester United. So we're just gonna run through some Manchester United news, and then we're gonna jump straight into the draw. We're gonna we're gonna do the draw in the middle of the program. So if the person is watching, they would be able to contact us, and and then finish off the program a little bit. So, guys, Bruno Fernandes, we spoke yesterday on the United Hour about Bruno Fernandes finally getting close because we have been in contract negotiations with Bruno Fernandes for about a year now. And we're hearing that the club is looking to double Bruno Fernandes' salary. He's presently on 120 pounds a week, and they're looking to take it up to 240. How you feel about that, Greg B?
I mean, it's not a bad increase. I mean, he is someone, in spite of the few games where he's had a little bit of inconsistencies, he's still one of our more prolific players because, I mean, his goal record speaks for itself. And I think when you put up the numbers that Bruno Fernandes has put up in the last 2.5 seasons, I think it really warrants the increase. So it's basically you've earned pretty much what you're getting right now, and I'm pretty much glad to see him. And from what I understand, it's supposed to be a 5-year extension. So keep up the good work. That's all I can say.
Correct. We're going until 2027. Devin, how you feel? Double his salary. You think Bruno deserves that kind of money? Now, mind you, he's not going to be near to the most expensive player at United. A couple of people that are going to be above him is Ronaldo. Ronaldo is going to be above him. You have David De Gea that is over 300,000 a week. You have even Jadon Sancho is earning more than 240 a week. So Paul Pogba as well. But still, Bruno Fernandes should be up there, and he will be when he signs this contract. So, what are your thoughts on that?
So to me, it's I 100% agree. This is one of those times where you get exactly what you deserve. The man, when he came in, lit the world on fire in the United community. Came in as United's savior. He's been doing well. I mean, he's having a little rough patch right now. I get it. It's fine, but he was our savior along with David De Gea. Like I put them for the impact that they had on the side pretty much equally right now. And this is a contract right now where I say give him the contract. Yes, he fully deserves it. It also at the same time, if for some reason we choose to sell him, it also makes sure his transfer value, we will get some transfer value from him afterwards as well too. So I see this as an absolute win. Congratulations to him, and let's kick on and let's make sure that he keeps on producing those same levels as he's been doing the entire time.
Okay, muted, Chad.
Chad, unmute.
Chad, you're muted.
Sorry about that, guys. I was saying that we have Mark Lewis and we have Nigel on the inside. Both of them saying that Bruno Fernandes definitely deserves that pay raise, and I
Look
agree.
at Mark. Look at Mark. Look at Mark right now, coming in trying to get one more drawing in.
Mark Lewis, and we got Jamal Kojo on the inside as well. So,
So was there
Jamal,
a
Jamal
specific
on
time
that
limit
one.
exactly
You
for
get
when
you
they
get
were
your
able
entry.
to?
yes. The competition closed off with the show yesterday.
Ah,
So, but Mark Lewis is definitely on the inside. So I have this container here, and in it, all the names, all the people who would have entered, and for those that entered multiple times, their name is in that container multiple times. And I can tell you, Mark Lewis is one of those people who has entered this
hmm.
competition multiple times. So
Man, I want a
I don't
shark.
know if he's going to be the lucky one. Is up to the gods, up to the
That last one there was basically an insurance policy.
Well,
you guys
I
hearing
feel,
it
I
shaking
feel
in
we
there.
should let some people enter now as well too.
Yo,
Give Jamal a chance.
I'm gonna if they enter now, I'm gonna have a right
you're
to
gonna have the place
complain. So
flooded with comments because they know they can win a jersey if that's the case.
Well,
Yo.
we will say
so
it in within you have about 20 minutes before the deadline or something like that. I ain't sure, but
nah man, nah. We is either you're in or you're out, and so who in. So guys, um some very interesting news broke today about Rudiger, Chelsea's Rudiger. And it is said that it's being reported by Christian Falk. Now, I take this seriously for two reasons. Christian Falk is right, if Fabrizio Romano is here, Christian Falk is like right here. Christian Falk is one of those guys who is well sourced, well informed. For people who may not remember, he was the guy that when he put out there being a riff in the dressing room with Ronaldo and Harry and Rashford responded to his tweet and said, "Oh gosh, all you only bringing up stories." And he clapped back at Rashford and say, "Is the truth." Right? So he's a guy, when he reports stuff, he stands by his reporting. And Christian Falk is saying that Rudiger wants to talk to the next United manager before he makes a decision. And he's also reporting that Bayern Munich is out of the race for Rudiger. Now that's good news because and Christian Falk is based in Bayern Munich. He is a German reporter. So if he says Bayern Munich is out of the running, Bayern Munich is out of the running. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying?
because most times when Bayern Munich come in for a player, we don't really beat them to a signing. So
Correct. Now, guys, I want you to tell me what you think about this. I suspect that Anthony Rudiger wants to know two things. I see Rafael Varane and I see Harry Maguire in your team. If I come to your team, am I going to be a starter? Or one of those guys going to be on the bench? Or one of those guys going to be out? You know what I mean? You
yes,
gotta let me know because I not coming. You might be able to pay me, but I not coming to sit on no bench. You understand? I am the number one defender for Germany. It have a World Cup coming up, and I still have a lot in the tank. And anybody who has watched Chelsea knows Rudiger has a lot in the tank. Rudiger does be spending most of his time in the opposition half of the field as a centre back for Chelsea. You understand what I'm saying? So, do you all agree with me? Do you think that Rudiger wants some assurances and that he's definitely considering coming across?
I
so
mean,
for me,
go ahead, Des, go ahead.
I'm kind of torn right now about this because part of me thinks yes, he's thinking the right intentions. He wants to play, but the other part of me thinks about. Do you remember Sergio Ramos a few years ago,
Hmm.
where it was he used United as a pawn to get a bigger contract somewhere else? So for this one, to me, I feel the jury is out on this one, but I think he's trying to keep all his options open. So I'm not going to get my hopes up. I would like to see him holding up the United kit, but I will also play devil's advocate in this situation.
Read all this comment there, Greg.
A back three of Rudiger, Varane, and Araujo.
What do you think about
It's
that, Greg?
it's something to whet the appetite because
I
would
mean,
you?
Ten Hag don't play with a back three, neither does Poch. But if you had that kind of talent,
and guys who are willing to go forward like that.
He may not necessarily play with a back three regularly, but he can, because we've seen him use it in the past. But at the same time, like Devin, you have to have your skepticisms about this whole situation, because it really could be Sergio Ramos 2.0 in a sense, because he could be doing that and holding out for hoping Chelsea offers him a new contract.
Well, based on what is going on at Chelsea, I think Rudiger would be willing to leave Chelsea.
Yeah, and I get that, because given the situation is like they're not even certain how their financial structure is going to look when the next season rolls around. So there may be a few wages have to be cut. There will have to be a few sales made to make sure and balance out the books. So a lot of players are going to be on the chopping block. For a lot of Chelsea fans, to see Antonio Rudiger holding up a Manchester United shirt is going to piss a lot of them off, and I am here for it. But at the same time,
that's going to be painful.
We have to kind of like temper our expectations, because
guys, here was interesting. I don't really like. I find Rudiger is very much a dark arts kind of defender, so he's not really my cup of tea. You know what I mean? I find he likes to fall. He's kind of extra aggressive. But the truth be told, when that kind of player is playing for you, like Roy Keane back in the day, you don't mind it. You always have a problem when that kind of player is on the other side. So I think I'd love Anthony and Rudiger as a United player, even though I cannot stand him as a Chelsea player. Those are two totally different things. Yeah. But I would like to see Rudiger come across, and the main reason I wanted Rudiger to come, even before I heard about this article where he was saying he wanted to talk to the manager, is because if Rudiger comes, I think he's going to push Harry out of the team. I can't see Harry remaining.
I was actually going to get
United's main centre back when you have Varane, Rudiger, and Lindelof to choose from. I just can't see it.
I was actually going to touch on that.
I think Maguire is out no matter what this year.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter who's coming in. Like
Rudiger coming in, basically any defender that comes in, and if you bring in a Rahu or somebody, or even Jules Koundé as people, I think that basically spells the end of Harry Maguire pretty much.
Or if you give Axel a fair chance, which he deserves, that too. Somebody coming up. Yes, I feel no matter what, it's the end for Maguire. He has had chance after chance. So
the problem with Harry.
Go ahead. Okay, well, what I was saying is that if we're being honest, is like, we know Harry Maguire has had his fair share of issues with mistakes in previous games, but this is basically his worst season amongst the three that has been here, because his last two seasons he was playing okay, and at one point, I mean, remember, he went to the Euros and he made the team of the year, made the finals of the Euros. We got to Europa League final with Harry Maguire in our back line. So I believe it's like, at this point, because of the disaster of performances that have just been consistently following one after the other, I think it's gotten to a point where United have recognized they probably have to cut their losses and say, you know what, I don't know how much we can take with this. If we keep Maguire around, it's going to cause more of an uproar. So for me, Maguire going is not necessarily out of hatred. It's more out of necessity for him and for the safety and for the sanity of this club. Because I don't know if people could really handle the situation even more. Even if he does kind of recollect some bit of the form that he had before, it would be, I think it would be a step too far. That's how I look at it. Wow, Mark. Wow. Just wow. Jad, you're muted.
Mark Lewis was saying that if Harry Maguire continues to play for us, he's going to have to back Malabar RC next season. And I totally agree with that. Now, for those who came in a little late, today we are all about the draw for the One Love United promotion. Sure. So we're going to be we're going to be finding out who's the winner of that signed Bruno Fernandes shirt in this program. We want to say good afternoon to Carlton, to Alan, and to Valentino Singh, who just rolled in. Anyone has a score for the game between St. Kitts Nevis? No, we don't have that score right now. So gentlemen, we spoke about Bruno Fernandes' new contract to be about £240,000. We spoke about Rudiger wanting to talk to whoever the new manager of Manchester United is to get some assurances before he commits to coming across. So we have to talk about Ten Hag and Pochettino, because how could you talk about Manchester United without talking about Ten Hag and Pochettino? That you just can't right now. That's what making all the news. So where Ten Hag is concerned, the bookies in England seem to feel that is almost a done deal. You understand? It is now odds of 2-1 to Ten Hag. So that's good, because bookies usually they don't want to be giving away money. So when things get close, you find the numbers start to close down. So that's a good sign. Um, we still are seeing the fallout from that Real Madrid trashing to Barcelona. Talk of Pochettino to Real Madrid is continuing to kind of reemerge, and PSG is keeping their plans for Pochettino close to their chest. A couple of weeks ago, it was put out there that, before the end of the season, Mauricio Pochettino is going to be done. He's going to be fired. He's going to be out the door. Now it's crickets. We're not hearing anything at all about Pochettino. So PSG is definitely keeping it close to his chest. Carlton is saying how much trophies has Poch won. Not any trophy of note, because he didn't win the league with PSG last season, and I think he won their version of the FA Cup or the League Cup or something like
Shield,
that.
pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
And then he got kicked out of the FA Cup this season already, out of the Champions League,
out of everything except for League One. So
yeah, so it looks like Poch is going to win the league. But then the truth be told, Ten Hag has a couple league trophies as well. So in terms of trophies, Ten Hag actually has more trophies than Pochettino, if that's your measure, right? If that's what you're looking at. So guys, anything on that whole Pochettino Ten Hag scenario quickly before we go and do this?
So to me, it all
do what everybody is waiting on.
It all depends on whether or not you're going to clear out the squad and bring in some key signings, promote some youth, or if you're going to play the approach which we're used to, which is keep the same players on and hope you can get the best out of them. And so if you choose my first option, Ten Hag, 100%. If you go with the latter, then you have to go with Poch. Because Poch showed at PSG, he's pretty much knows that he can handle the egos pretty decently. Like, look at Mbappe right now. Mbappe looks a better player under Pochettino than how he did before. But to me, I still prefer the first option, where some players need to go. You need to get egos. You need to get the egos where it's all about me out of the side and bring a we are a team mentality back to Manchester United. And so that's what I'm saying. For now, it's got to be Ten Hag. And this is my backing now, Ten Hag. And at the end of the day, that's it.
I'm looking at it from the aspect of, we know that these players have not worked under different managers. I mean, you look at the situation. It was Moyes, it was Van Gaal, it was Jose, it was Ole. How many times are we going to keep sacking a manager when we have the same group of individuals that have been inconsistent over this period? It comes to a point where you have to recognize maybe these guys weren't the problem after all. Some of them probably were, but as regards the whole situation, sometimes it means that you have to kind of take a completely different approach. Keeping these players and thinking things are going to change when clearly it has been tried and tested multiple times and it has barely reaped any kind of dividends. I think it's time to really kind of change the way that we look at this whole thing, revamp the squad, build a team. Let's stop focusing on bringing in individuals, bringing in superstars, and trying to make it look like, we have a Galactico side. That just doesn't work. And for me, if we're really going to that approach where we actually develop a team, a unified, a actual unit, then Ten Hag seems to be the right man for that job. Yeah, Chad, you're still muted.
I don't know. Sorry about that, guys. It's just this dog in the background here. I'm switching off my mic, so the people in on the online don't need to be hearing all of that. Everybody seems to be on Ten Hag. We have Anroy coming out saying Ten Hag is his first choice. Carlton weighing in, Alan weighing in. Everybody seems to be definitely on Ten Hag. Mark and Carlton saying Poch is a choker, Poch is a failure in their eyes, and I know there are a lot of people that feel that way as well. For me, Ten Hag is also my choice because I think you're looking to build. And the more research that I do on Ten Hag's system, one of the reasons Donny van der Beek doesn't stand out at Manchester United is because Donny van der Beek is accustomed playing in a system. He's not accustomed playing around stars with too much individualism. And when I say stars, I'm not saying that Ajax doesn't produce stars because they do. They produce stars and teams come in and buy their stars. But the team play is not star oriented. It is team play. And I mean, if we could continue to purchase the quality of player that Manchester United has been purchasing, if we could continue to promote the quality of player that we have, we see what has happened with the promotion of Greenwood, for example. Imagine you have people like Ghana and other people and Mengi coming through. So if we continue to have high quality and you put high quality in an elite system, I suspect that Manchester United would definitely be something to behold under the likes of a Ten Hag. But, time will tell. So, guys, it's about that time where we are going to jump in. That's right. We are going to do this draw. Now, a lot of times when people do stuff online, they just come and announce a winner. So I don't know what methodology they use to choose a winner. How random is random, but this is really random. Yeah. Right? There are a number of pieces of paper in here with different people's names on it, and that is where we are going. How we are going to choose. So I'm just going to push my hand in and pull out.
Before you announce, Justin and Chad, before you announce, we just want to let the viewers know that even if they don't win, there will be more promotions coming up later on. So there are more and more chances to win opportunities and win memorabilia. So don't be disheartened if you don't win today. Yes, we will be having much, much more promotions. So, and we want to just thank everybody who's participated in this promotion so far. So,
oh my gosh, most definitely thank you to everybody who's participated. I am laughing because you see, and this is why it is important.
I like that comment from Carlton there.
Post it up. I can't see it.
I'll put it up now.
What's that? Do you have an auditor?
we don't need an auditor, Carlton. We don't need an auditor. I put the name already. It's right here. And the reason Carlton is saying he wants a Maguire jersey. I don't know if he wants that jersey to burn. We're not giving away jerseys.
We do not encourage the vandalism of United memorabilia on this show.
The reason I'm laughing is because the winner of the program, the winner of the Wonder promotion is Mark Lewis. Yay! Now, Mark Lewis had a real big advantage on anybody else because he went in and he liked and commented on all the videos for the month of March. All the videos. You understand? So he had like 12 entries on the inside. We also have to do a big shout out to David Gittins. David Gittins also put in a lot of entries as well, and Kishore Basdeo as well. And there are a number of other people who participated, but they only put in like about 1, 2, or 3. Those 3 guys put in a lot more, so their chances of winning would obviously been more than anybody else. So Mark Lewis ended up winning the competition. Simply, I guess the numbers worked in Mark's favor. So the next time for the next promotion, don't be afraid, guys, to enter multiple times. You know what I mean? Enter multiple times. The more chances you enter is the more chances you have to win. So Mark Lewis, what we need you to do is I'm going to put the email address to reach us in the chat. and all you got to do is send us an email with your information, Mark. Send us a number so we can contact you, and send us your correct mailing address so that we could mail this out to you. I'm glad that you're on the program right now, because it was one of my concerns that when we have the draw, the winner would not have been on and might have been a little challenging to contact them, right? So I'm putting in the email now. So guys, yeah, you all could say something while I put in this email in the meantime.
So Mark, congratulations right now.
Just now, one more thing. Mark, when you get his jersey, I don't know if you plan to wear it or if you plan to frame it, but whatever you do, we want a picture. We want a picture
Please and
with
thank you.
holding up this Bruno Fernandes jersey so that we could show it to the world. You understand?
See,
Whenever
Devin's
you
giving
get
you the
it,
perfect
whenever you
example
get it.
there. What you can do, you can hold the jersey up and you can have your face on the side and you can smile. Simple as
You
that.
you can back out, say, hey, thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. But yes,
You could even do the Bruno celebration. You could probably just hold up. Like,
shoot, if you want, you could even hold it up and do the Ronaldo sir if you wanted, like anything at all.
I mean,
Just something.
it'd be kind of weird to be doing Ronaldo celebration wearing a Bruno jersey, but to each their own. To each their own. But congratulations to you, Mark. You're officially the envy of everybody on the stream right now because you have a
for sure.
signed Bruno Fernandes jersey.
It's unfortunate. I couldn't put my hat in the ring simply because people would have said Stephen, right? So we could only give it away. Couldn't participate.
All three of us here would be a conflict of interest on our part if we got involved in the competition. So,
but
yeah,
trust me, we all want that jersey. So Mark, you're a lucky guy. So to communicate with us, Mark, just send an email to MUS Caribbean, one word, muscaribbean@gmail.com. Right? You send us that email, send us your info, and we will contact you before the end of the day, Mark.
Mark, I am sure you're already thinking about frames for this shirt already too, because you said you don't frame it already.
Yeah. See how fast we can get that jersey to you.
Yes.
So, guys, Mark is getting a lot of congratulations. Alan,
well deserved.
Nigel, Carlton as well. All congratulating Mark on his win. We are working on getting some more. We're going to have some more memorabilia guaranteed, but we're also working on trying to get some more signed memorabilia, real collector's items, things that you want to keep and you're not going to want to part with. So we're working on that, guys. Trust me, we're working on it. Keep fingers crossed, because getting signed memorabilia, authenticated stuff is not always easy. It's not always easy. So, right? I should say it's not always easy. It's not always cheap. Let me put it like that. It's not always cheap to get signed stuff, But so guys, before we shut it down, I want to talk a little bit about Manchester United season is practically over. You have the likes of Paul Pogba highlighting that fact. We're not going to be playing for anything else. What do you all want to see? Do you all want to see more youth? You want us to go hard for top 4 and expect an Arsenal collapse? What do you all want to see for the rest of the season?
So I would like to see pretty much just a push for top 4. I want to see, this will be your audition for the new manager now coming in, because I am sure right now they're talking right now about who they want to see in, and you will find out real quick who wants to stay and who wants to go. For the people who want to stay, I want them to get the looks right now. But for the people who want to go, make it known. Just make it known now. Make it easier on all of us. Do I think that's going to happen? No, but that's what I hope for. But I just hope that at least then the gaffer can at least come out and say, you know what, you want to leave, that's fine. We'll make the push for it in the summer, but use the rest of the season as an audition for your new side. Just make a legitimate push for top 4.
But what you're saying there is really significant, because at this point in time, when we're talking about a culture shift at Manchester United, at this point in time when we're talking about a possible clear out at the end of the season, now is the best time if you really want to leave. Now is the best time to say. It couldn't be an easy opportunity for the club to want to send you packing than now.
True.
So if you really want to leave, I agree with you. Now is the time to say. What do you expect to see, Greg B, between now and the end of the season?
Personally, I just want us to at least end the season on a high note, at least show some sort of fight. I mean, mathematically, top four still isn't out of the question, but it's down to the players to really show that level of desire. We still have very decisive games. We still have to play Arsenal. We still have to play Liverpool. I want us to at least show some sort of a competitive spirit against Liverpool because that 5-0 still isn't sitting too well with me. I still get angry thinking about that game. So I'm of the belief that the players have to show a bit more desire. Whoever really wants to
I
leave,
actually agree. Sorry, Greg. I didn't mean to cut you off, but this
Yeah.
comment, I have to say that I 100% agree with this
yeah,
comment.
it is.
And with that being said, it's just because you want to stay does not mean that you are guaranteed to stay. And that is what I hope the new manager comes in and says. Where you want to say it's easy money in this here and that, left and right. Well, you know what? You can say that now, but you better show that you gonna put in the effort to stay here. You think it's easy? We'll push you out, or we'll send you down to the reserves. And yeah, you can have this contract now, but this does not last forever.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing
I
I want to really change in here because you have people thinking that you don't have to do much. You can be on the bench, you could be on the injury table and collect a paycheck normal and that's supposed to be able to suffice. And that's not gonna cut it at Manchester United. If
Correct.
we really look at the standards that we're accustomed to over the years, there are players that would kill for the opportunity to be a Manchester United player.
Yes.
So you have to have that same mentality coming to this club. Not
Give
thinking
your
because
all.
you see the likes of a Paul Pogba or Cristiano Ronaldo and they making 350 up and getting away with it. And it's like they could put in inconsistent performance, which is why I'm for that shift in the culture, getting rid of a lot of these star names. If it means that we lose some big players, then fine. Frees up wages to bring players that actually want to be here and actually show some desire. So if it means that a lot of fan favorites are going to be out the door, I really could care less at this point because those fan favorites have been letting people down in the worst way. So
Greg B, read out Carlton's out list.
Lingard, Pogba, De Gea, Martial, Matic, Maguire, Mata, Phil Jones, and Lee Grant.
So there's
a lot of dead wood in that list.
I actually agree. I do agree with all, but I do have to say though, and this is going to be controversial right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think Phil Jones deserves another chance this season to prove why he should be here, because he came out on his one performance today this season. He had one chance, and he showed out incredible. He did enough to me to warrant at least another chance. I know he's been injury prone before and whatnot too, but to me, I want to give him a fair shot because I don't think he's had a fair shot, and
my only question.
Because one thing is he did give his all right now. And how many players can we say that are doing that?
We can't be mad at that. But my thing is with Phil Jones, as much as we know he's capable of giving his all, how consistently can he do it? And that's been always one of our biggest issues with some of these players. We don't mind the effort. We don't mind the right mentality. But the issue is that sometimes you'll have one good performance, and then the next week, another bad performance follows. And then if it's not that, it's an injury to that same player that comes up. So
that's my point. That is exactly my point with this, where he got one showing, and it's because we had like nobody else to go to, and he came out, and to me he played absolutely incredible. I mean, obviously they had his one little blunder for the goal, I think it was in that match, but to me he did enough to deserve another chance. I do not think he got it. So that's the only complaint I have, but. With the comment I was saying before, whereas these players seem to think it's easy money and well, not right now. Yes, you can have it right now, but when this contract runs out and we let you go as a free agent, you had your money right now and you're living this lifestyle right now. That money goes away. I heard this saying from all the times I've been in England. It's you don't miss the water till the well runs dry. And these players are gonna have to learn this. The hard way, I feel. The ones who think it's so easy right now, just entitled because I play for Manchester United. You give me the wage just because I wear the shirt. No, I don't have to put in the performance. Just give me the shirt.
And that is also why I would like a system coach like a Ten Hag. Because if you're not, once you're playing in a system, all the players have to work hard. It don't matter your pedigree. It don't matter the name in the back. Everybody has to work hard. And if you're not working hard in the system, and that's one of the things I think they had a problem with Ralph, because Ralph is looking to produce a system. That's how Ralph has always coached. And when you're dealing with system coaches, they expect more work. They expect more output from their players. And these guys, some of these guys just lazy. Some of these guys just lazy. We just gotta be honest.
Yep.
Got some lazy players at United. Guys, any parting words? Congratulations again to Mark Lewis, the winner of the One Love United promotion. We are going to be doing more One Love United promotions between now and the end of the year. So keep it locked. But talk to me. Any parting words before we head out?
I think it's just safe to say that, this is going to be one of those times where we're looking at the season winding down. I think it's an opportunity for some of those, especially if the fringe players get opportunities, like some of the youngsters coming through the ranks get opportunities to show themselves. It'll really see who's really here for the fight, and it'll really see the mindset of the players who are supposed to be established, and if they're really interested in having a future at this club. So these next few games will tell a lot. Carlton just had to throw in Italy there.
Yeah, well, Carlton, I don't know if you took in the show yesterday, but we spoke about Italy at length and Portugal. Also, for people who may not know, Anthony Elanga he didn't start the game, but he got a run out from Sweden for Sweden as well. So that's good news. Sweden qualified to go through to the final knockout to see if they're going to make it to the World Cup. So let's see. We might just have a young Anthony Elanga in the World Cup.
That moment when you realize Victor Lindelof and Anthony Elanga could have more World Cup games than Marco Verratti and Giorgio Chiellini.
But yes, so for my parting words right now, it's if you're tuned in right now, you are a fan. It's obviously we have nothing to play for now, and you're still tuned in. You're still listening in right now. You are a fan. This is when we find out who are the true fans right now. At the end of the day, when times are bad, you find out people's true colors, because it's very easy to switch sides. You know what, they ain't doing so well now. I get switch to another team, or you know what, I just gonna follow the player.
It's very easy to take the jersey and stick it under the pillow until the end of the season.
Under there, or you give it away, so you ain't care.
It's times like this. It's times like this when Eric Cantona's words stand ever true. You can change your wife, you can change your politics, you can change your religion, but you can never change your football club. If you're still here and you're still supporting this club after everything that's going on, you really do love this club.
Yes.
And I think I can speak for everybody here and everybody in the comments and say that we really do. So
congratulations, Mark. Frame it well, display it well. Yes, and I am actually very happy that I am giving this shirt this shirt
is bittersweet for Devin right now.
A true supporter right now. And
this is bittersweet for Devin.
All of us here on this panel and all across United, all the hosts can say, we know that it's going to a genuine fan. Congratulations, Mark.
Most definitely.
You deserve this one.
And all I gotta say is, Red Devils, we don't die. We multiply. Enjoy your weekend, people.
Hey, if you appreciate what we're doing here at the United Hour, please like, please subscribe, and let's grow this community.